Solve the equation. Check your solution. 1/12 x minus 2/3 equals 1/2 of the quantity 3/4 minus 1/3 x. On the right-hand side, we must distribute the 1/2. So we still have the left-hand side as itself, 1/12 x minus 2/3, and that's equal to 1/2 times 3/4 is 3/8. Then 1/2 times negative 1/3 is negative 1/6 x. There's various ways to approach this problem. What we will do in this particular case is find the common denominator among those denominators and then multiply both sides by that common denominator. For the common denominator, we'll recognize 12, which is 3 times 4, so that would include the 3 as part of it. It also includes the entire 6 as part of it. And then the 8 is 2 times 4. So we would need to take the 3 from the 12, the 4 from the 12, and then we already have the 4 from the 8, but we need to take the 2. In other words, we would have the 3 times 4, which is 12, times the additional 2, which gives us 24. So we're going to multiply both sides of this equation by 24. On both sides, we need to distribute the 24. When we multiply 24 times 1/12 x, the 12 goes into 24 2 times, yielding 2x, minus, this time, 24 times 2/3. 3 goes into 24 8 times. 8 times 2 is 16. So on the left-hand side, it simplifies to 2x minus 16. On the right-hand side, when we multiply 24 times 3/8, 8 goes into 24 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. Then we multiply 24 times the 1/6. 6 divides into 24 4 times, so we have minus 4x. We have x's on both sides. Let's collect the x's on the left side, so we'll add 4x to both sides. Since we're collecting the x's here, we'll collect the constants over here, and that means adding 16 to both sides. So we get 6x equals, these sum to 0, 9 plus 16 is 25. Dividing both sides by 6, we get the answer x equals 25/6. So we have our original equation, our solution, and what we want to do to check it is to substitute 25/6 in place of each of those x's. So we would have 1/12 times 25/6 minus 2/3. We want to know, does that equal 1/2 times the quantity 3/4 minus 1/3 times 25/6. So simplifying, on the left-hand side, we would have 25 over 72 minus. Now, to create a common denominator, which would be 72, we would have to multiply both the numerator and denominator by 24. So this would become 48 over 72. On the right-hand side, we have the 1/2, and then in the parentheses, I'm going to wait before I write this because when I multiply, I'm going to have 18 in the denominator. In other words, this part here is 25/18. To find the common denominator between 4 and 18, it would be 36. That is, 18 goes into 36 twice, 4 goes into 36 9 times. So here we would have to multiply by 9 and 9. So in other words, 27 over 36 minus, we multiply by 2, so it's 50 over 36. On the left-hand side, 25 minus 48. That's going to give us a negative, and when we subtract the 25 From the 48, we get 23. So in other words, negative 23 over 72. We want to know, is that equal to half of, well, now we have 27 minus 50. That's minus 23 over 36. Well, we are going to multiply 1 times the negative 23 and 2 times the 36, which gives us negative 23 over 72. And that does, in fact, equal the left-hand side of negative 23 over 72. So our solution checks.